Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Untitled. Yeah, you like that? That's not really the name of it. I don't have anything. So listen, we don't have a title yet, but I have the concept. I know what we're about. I know what we are aiming for. I have the passion and the drive, and that's all that matters. Okay. So for the time being, welcome to Untitled. Insert title here, a podcast about creativity where I meet and I talk with my young creative friends who are pursuing creative careers. We are all at the beginning of our journeys. We are just figuring things out. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like to be at the beginning of your career. You're pursuing something, you're doing it for the first time, you're doing it all alone, and you don't have a title for it, and that's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out all the time. This is a perfect example because that's exactly what this podcast is about. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling wonderful. Um, so much happened recently. I'm gonna talk about all of it. Yeah, this is episode 2 of the podcast, and I just wanted to keep it short and sweet, just like the last time, just to give you guys an update on what's happening in life, what's happening in my career, side hustle, what's happening in the studio. So yeah, where do we start? Let's start with the you can see it right here. It's a perfect place to start in the backdrop. I had a shoot in here over the weekend. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, you guys. Like, God is so good because when I do things, um, it's hard for me to see the value in it. And it's like, it's a self-image thing, it's a confidence thing, and I'm working on it. But like having this space and having now officially had my first shoot in a space within the few weeks of opening it, it just it just feels so good. I hosted my friend Kimberly in here. It was just the two of us in here playing music, like putting up the backdrop, messing things around in the place, and it just felt so good. I like to do this. I like to say that like I like good mess because like I have experience as like a content creator, as I be doing like still life photography, and now with the studio, like I love good mess because listen, the floor is covered in fabric right now. You can't see it. Um, like furniture was moved around all over the studio because there's a concept that we had in mind and we needed to move things around and do this and that, and that's the type of mess I like. It's like, I'm cheesing, like my face hurts because it just feels so good. I'm so thankful. And I brought up being like a content creator, like like when you're like shooting fashion looks or like outfits for Instagram or something, and you're like putting outfits together and your room is a mess or whatever. Or like when I shoot like still life photography and I have like flower petals everywhere and fruits everywhere and just peels everywhere. Like it just feels good because you're creating, you're doing something. And so I don't know. I sorry, that was like super specific, but like I'm just again having hosted my first creative friend in the space, it affirms everything for me all over again, and it feels right. It feels like I'm doing something good. Okay, I'm just gonna fix this a little bit. But yeah, so that was Saturday. um Yesterday we came in, we cleaned the place. Now it's like nice and back to back to how it was before. I was gonna take the backdrop down and my mother threatened my life. She literally was like, if you take this backdrop down, it's war between you and I. So she loved it. She loves the photos. And also shout out to Moms, my babe, my best friend. She is our in-house interior designer and operations manager. If you follow my studio on Instagram, anything that you see, the placements, the vases and the candles and the decorations, she does. She set up the space. It's just, this is it. Life is bliss right now. Just to be able to curate this beautiful space with my mom. We curated furniture for over 5-6 months. We started in November. just like Facebook Marketplace, boutique thrift stores, consignment, offer up here and there. And to have it all come together, it just feels really good. I'm just having a moment of gratitude, a few weeks of gratitude. Like I feel like between March and April, it's been and it's about to be just so much gratitude, so much joy in my life. I'm making it room for it in my heart in Jesus' name. Okay. What else? So yeah, we cleaned yesterday all day. And after that, I had a shoot in the afternoon. So freaking cute. I love my family shoots and I love working with babies because they love me. So I'm like, we see eye to eye. Just got off of work and I'm recording this and I have a shoot right after. Super busy week and I'm just like, hello Jesus, how you doing? So yeah, that's a life update. That's it for church announcements. But yeah, I'm just feeling really good again. As I've said a billion times, just a heart of gratitude. um Again, being here. And listen, I'm going to sound so aggressive when I say this, but please hear me and hear me well. If you're based in Worcester County and you see the space on Instagram, you're curious, you want to know what it looks like, you want to know what it feels like, the vibes, just come through. Okay. You don't need to reserve ahead of time. There's never anybody else here but me for the time being. Literally get ready, get your hair done, get your makeup done, and be like, Lynn, I'm outside. Come open the door, and I'll open the door for you and let you in. Like, anyways, I'm just like super excited for like hosting people in here. And I remember when I was like dreaming about it, I'm like, I can't wait to have my studio and I can do like little dinners and like workshops and people can just come in and hang out and take pictures, listen to music. Yeah, the future looks bright. What else? Oh, as for the podcast, still don't have a title, but like I said, it's gonna drop. Don't worry about that. Two, I already spoke to a few of my guests. I asked them, but like not really. It was like a you have to, but like they accepted. And I'm so excited to catch up with them. And I feel like the wisdom that is about to come is about to be mind blowing. I'm so excited. We officially have two guests for their show, which is really, really good news. Um, yeah, I think that's all I have for now. Um, yeah, so I I know what I want to say, but I don't want to say it, but I want to say it because it's a therapy session, low key. It's just like a lot of things that have happened recently. Just affirm that I'm doing something okay, you know. I have these crazy moments where I'm like, I want to do this. I want to start photography. I want to open a studio. And everyone around me is like, yeah, do it. And I'm like, you're supposed to say no. Okay. You're supposed to tell me that I'm not ready. And everybody is like, yeah, girl, do it. Yeah. Yes, Lynn, go you. And I'm like, everybody's crazy. Y'all really, really gonna let me do this. Um, yeah, so it just feels good to be affirmed by my community, by my spiritual parents, by my mentors in church, and my big sisters and people that I look up to. My mother, my siblings, most importantly. Yeah, when I announced the studio over the weekend, everybody was just like genuinely happy for me. Everybody was genuinely like, oh my gosh, sis, yes, aggressively, respectfully. So it just feels really good that um in times when I'm doing things like I'm moving anyways because I know what God has told me, but at the same time I'm like, I'm not sure, I'm not really sure, and people are pushing me forward and motivating me. My spiritual parents are like, girl, what took you so long, hurry up. It just it feels good. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone for just being so excited for me. You know who you are. Like the moment you saw, you're like, yo, yes, 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 yes. Let's go. Um, and I have friends who are like, girl, what do you need? You need staples, you need paper. I can bring paper. You need lotion, you need flowers. What you need, girl? Let me know. Let me know. Even my mom's friends, like aunts and uncles and cousins. They're like, what do you guys need? Like, literally tell me when you're in the studio, I'm gonna stop by, drop off my credit card, and y'all can just do whatever you want with it, you know? So community, this is what it feels like, this is what it looks like, right? I'm not doing this by myself. I would, what, God would snatch away everything that he has given me in like a millisecond if I ever had the nerve to be like, I did this all by myself, you know, flapping the stomach where I did this all by myself. No, you know, it feels good. Everybody wants to like incorporate a piece of themselves in here, like just bring something, a vase, this or that. I'm like, yeah, come on, do your thing. Listen, I love to see it. What else? Like I said, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. So these type of solo episodes are just gonna be like random life updates, or if I feel like I have like a little nugget of wisdom to drop, I'm gonna do that. But just gonna keep it short and sweet. But really the real premise of this episode was literally just to be like, thank you to everyone um who prayed with me as I was trying to figure it out, who was with me, who supported me, who pushed me forward when I didn't believe in myself, when I still don't believe in myself, but y'all continue to be like, girl, you're doing something right. And we're genuinely excited for me. Like I am so grateful to have a community. Like I said, I'm repeating it a billion times because you need to hear it. You need to hear it. But I really have a community that is genuinely like, girl, what? Go you. I am happy for you and I'm excited for you. Support your friends. Okay. The premise of today's episode, support your friends who are doing things. Because when you was doing things, they stood with you, they prayed for you, they supported you financially. We got to reciprocate the love, we got to reciprocate the joy, the support, the excellence. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. I feel like I'm talking super fast in these episodes, but don't worry, I'm gonna like really get into like my podcast host voice. Once I start doing these interviews, y'all, it's a whole new Lynn. Okay, we're working on it right now. But Emmy award winning interviewing voice Lynn, y'all, you're not even ready for her. Is it Emmy? I don't know which one it is. Whichever one it is, her, she's coming. Don't worry. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram if you want to follow me at Lynn Aurélie. And also follow my studio if you're interested at I know the name. Oh, Brussels 1889 on Instagram, where I just post random stuff like random BTS and like moments in the studio and like behind the scenes of like photo shoots and stuff. So if you're interested, and soon come, as soon as we have our title, I'm gonna have an IG page for the podcast. But in the meantime, if you have questions, comments, you can feel free to hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on my studios page, hit me up through email, literally anything. If you have feedback, ideas, anything that you really want to share, I would literally appreciate it so much. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And hopefully the next episode, I'm not just rambling and talking, but we actually have a guest and we're doing a super duper dope interview and talking about stuff. So yeah. I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you so much. Bye bye.